So I've been getting signals throughout my career. I mean, heavens, at 60 years old, I've been doing this stuff for a long time. But my conditioning was an undergrad in accounting, a CPA, public accounting, University of Chicago, master's in finance. So I was a numbers guy. I was a quant jock. So I saw numbers, I didn't see faces. And by golly, early on in my career, I was ahead of a million square foot plan. I'm talking to the union and I'm telling them that we have to have a layoff. The president of the union back in the room raises his hand and says, "Tom, you know, I get that you're smart." He says, "What really bugs me is you don't care." That rocked me. And before I could even respond, he says to me, "You know what, and to prove my point, there's 23 people in this room. Why don't you tell me their names and I'll make it easy. Tell me their first names." I knew 3. So I don't know what I said. I know that it wasn't immediately over, but I remember walking out of the room and telling that guy, "Thank you." And I think I said that just unconsciously because I knew he was inviting me to be a much greater leader than I was. Quite frankly, I was probably a manager more than a leader. Went home that night, my wife could tell something was wrong and she says, "Gosh, Tom, what's up?" And I told her the story and she said, "You know what you got to do? You got to go in that plant and work your way from the very first process all the way to the end." And I did that over a 3-month period and I started seeing faces instead of numbers. So I wish I could tell you, and from there it's been an epiphany and I've got it wired. No, I don't. I still live this every single day. Just recently I was holding a meeting that was about our progress. And we got behind schedule, and I'm a guy that's all about time, you know, and so I'm looking at my watch, I'm asking people to be brief. And quite frankly, I became unconscious of my behavior. It was more about the clock than it was about what was being said. And I was the one that had us behind, and because I was the first one to go. So here I'm actually holding them, trying them to be short, direct, get to the point. So that behavior was something I did not want them to emulate. So the meeting was over, went back to my cubicle, and I'm reflecting on it. I thought, you know what, that just doesn't relate to the compass at all. So I called everyone back in the room, and I said, "You know what, I modeled a behavior that I do not want you to emulate. Secondly, here's what I want to do differently. And thirdly, I need your help." Because these are deep-rooted patterns in me. And I'm trying like the Dickens, but you know what? It's not happening at the rate I'd like. And so if you would, please, if you see me doing this, stop me. Stop me. And of course, some could say, well, given the org chart, what else are they going to say? But what they said is, A, we knew it, and B, yeah, absolutely. We'd love to be able to step in and help out. So that's kind of my vulnerability, you know, showing up, knowing that I'm not the smartest guy in the room. I don't have all the answers, and I need help, you know, bringing that compass to life.